very good morning to everyone. And I want to ask you one thing. Now, do any of you have a half read book sitting on the bedside table? Maybe since last Diwali? Thank you. Thank you. And for some, it can be a WhatsApp forward about a new morning routine that you're absolutely going to follow starting Monday. And somehow, Monday never came, right? Or perhaps a home project, painting that one wall, fixing that leaky tap, clearing out the old cupboard, and that has been almost done for approximately 3 to 4 seasons now. You know, some of you are nodding, I can see. Don't worry, I am nodding too. I am in the same boat. We live in a world that is absolutely brilliant at helping us start things. New apps, new plans, new year resolutions, new courses, new diets, new beginnings. Starting feels exciting. Starting feels hopeful. And starting feels like a possibility. But finishing is where the real magic lives. And today, that is exactly what we are going to talk about, right? The power of finishing what you start. Yes, that's the topic of the day. And let me begin with this opening thought that incomplete tasks drain mental energy. Yes, incomplete tasks drain mental energy. And this is not just a motivational line. Science actually agrees with this. Psychologists call it the Zeigarnik Effect. The mind holds on to unfinished tasks. It keeps whispering to you, nudging you, even when you are trying to rest. That low grade anxiety, that quiet restlessness at the back of your mind, let me tell you, a lot of it is your unfinished list talking. So let me give you a picture that I think all of us who have used a computer will understand instantly. You know how your laptop or phone starts slowing down when you have too many tabs open? You're watching a video on one tab, a recipe on another, someone Instagram on the third, an email half written on the fourth, and a news article from 3 days ago still open on the fifth. The device is not doing any of them well. It's just struggling, overloaded, slow. So our minds work exactly the same way. Every unfinished task, the call you didn't make, the apology you kept postponing, the skill you enrolled in but never completed, the plan you made but never followed through on, each one in an open tab, quietly consuming your mental bandwidth. Close the tabs, finish what you start, watch how much faster and clearer everything becomes. So then, why does finishing matter so much? Let me give you 4 reasons, and I want you to feel each one, not just hear it. Number one, and if you want, definitely you can note them down. Finishing builds confidence. And as teachers and coaches, we must teach our students these 4 aspects. That finishing builds confidence. Every time you complete something, even something small, you are sending a message to yourself. I said I would, and I did. And that message compounds. It builds an identity. And over time, you stop being someone who tries and starts being someone who delivers to others and more importantly to your own self. Let me tell you about Meenaji, who finally finished that embroidery piece she had started for granddaughter 2 years ago. She did not just complete a craft project, she reminded herself that she is someone who follows through. Yes, that is the beauty of it. Number two, completion creates momentum. Have you noticed when you finish one thing properly, you feel energized to do the next? It's not coincidence. Completion releases something in the brain, a small but real sense of satisfaction. That satisfaction becomes fuel. One finished task leads to two, two leads to four, and momentum builds on itself. Number three, discipline is finishing even after the excitement fades. Yeah, that is so very important. Discipline is finishing even after the excitement fades. And here's the honest truth that nobody tells you about starting things. The excitement always fades, always. Whether it's a new business idea, a fitness routine, a creative project, or a language you wanted to learn. The initial thrill lasts maybe a week, two, or if you're lucky. What comes after the excitement is discipline. And discipline is not punishment, it is self respect in action. So, think, do you actually respect yourself? Vikram, who started running in Jan every year and stops by February, is not lazy. He's just never practiced finishing. The fix is not more motivation, it's the habit of continuing when it stops being fun. And number four, start less, finish more. This one might sting a little. We are often so proud of how many things we have started. I'm learning guitar, doing yoga, reading 3 books, taking on online course, growing vegetables on the terrace. And meanwhile, not one of them has crossed the finish line. So the discipline of saying not yet to a new beginning so you can honor an existing commitment, that is superpower very few people develop. So let's do an interesting exercise today, our reflection exercise, because of course I want you to do something for me and of course for yourself. So please close your eyes for a moment. Yes. And think of one task that has been waiting for you the longest. Just visualize it. Not the most dramatic, not the biggest, just the one that keeps quietly showing up in your mind every day and you're still not finishing it. You know you have to do it, but you will still not do it. Maybe it's a letter you want to write to someone, a health checkup you have been postponing, a conversation you have been avoiding, or a project half done in a drawer, a promise made to yourself that's been waiting patiently. So I believe by now everyone has visualized it. If yes, please open your eyes. That task, that one thing is your assignment for today. Now, for not tomorrow, today. Not all of it necessarily, if it's a big task, but enough of it that you move it meaningfully forward. Or better yet, finish it completely. We can definitely talk about it on Sunday, what you finished. So I want to leave you with this thought today. Every promise you keep to yourself makes you a little more whole. We spend so much of our lives keeping promises to others, to our families, our colleagues, our neighbors, and that is beautiful and that is love. But what about the promises we made to ourselves? The course we said we would finish, the dream we said we would pursue, the person we said we would become. Every unfinished thing is an unkept promise to yourself. And every completed thing, however small, is you saying, I matter. My intentions matter. My word, even to myself, matters. So here is your call to action. Simple. Just one thing. Tonight, before you sleep, finish one thing. Just one. It doesn't have to be grand. I started it. I finished it. I kept my word. Because that quiet, private moment of completion, that is where confidence is born. And that is where momentum begins. And that is where the best version of you is quietly, patiently being built. So, with that thought, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today.